Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all good? I hope so. Y'all listen. Let's talk about Reshona Landfair. And you may know her from back in the day. Just think R. Kelly, Sparkle. If you know, you know. But she's putting out a book and she did an interview with Rolling Stone. She did one with People. I don't know who else she did one with. And I just want to talk about a few things that stuck out to me in the article. Okay, so she said there's no job she can apply for, no relationship or friendship she can get in where that tape isn't at the forefront of her life, to the point that she feels like her co-workers or partner or new friends know that tape, which makes her feel judged. Even though she don't know if they know it, that's how she feel in her mind. But once she realized that she didn't have peace or privacy by hiding, she had to take ownership, and that's why she decided to write the book and start doing interviews and promotion of it. And I'm going to be honest, I never knew her name. I never knew how she looked, because I never watched the trial. I never watched an R. Kelly documentary, but I can understand that being a part of her trauma and thinking that everybody's watching you and looking at you, from folks who were bootlegging the tape to the tape and her face being shown in trial, as she said in the article. I can see how that can make you feel that more people know you who probably don't. It's trauma. So she has a book coming out on February 3rd titled Who's Watching Shorty? Reclaiming Myself from the Shame of R. Kelly's Abuse. And if you're wondering why it's Who's Watching Shorty instead of her using her name, Shorty is her nickname because she says she's about 5 feet tall. And in the article, it says that Kelly entered the Landfair's lives through Reshona's aunt Sparkle after he took Sparkle under his wings as his protege. And he courted the family's trust with generosity and opportunity. She said that her father, Greg, was offered steady work as a studio musician, and he is credited on a lot of R. Kelly tracks from like 1999 to 2000. She said her parents brushed a lot of things under the rug, even when they found out about the tape. And it goes on to say, quote, excited and awed by Kelly's celebrity, Landfair began spending more time around Kelly at his recording studio and tagging along to group outings with Sparkle. When Sparkle encouraged Landfair to ask Kelly to be her godfather, it seemed like a natural progression of the close bond the family was developing with Kelly. After Landfair climbed into Kelly's lap and rubbed his head, following the precise instructions Sparkle had given her, Kelly eagerly accepted her innocent request. End quote. Now, I always heard that Sparkle wasn't as innocent in this whole situation as she tried to make herself out to be. And she really only turned on him because of her being angry when it came to something dealing with the music, something like that. That was the word on the curb. That's all I know. It's all alleged, honey. I want that with the folks. But I'm trying to figure out, as the adult and her aunt, why do you have this girl going on outings with you and R. Kelly? And I know the dad worked for him, but where was the mom? Why did she have to go to the studio? She wasn't one of his artists. Like, why would y'all bring her there around all those grown folks, men and women? Like, it's just weird. And why are you telling her to sit in his lap? And that ain't something that you say. Ain't no sitting down, ain't no standing up, ain't no nothing. You don't encourage anything like that. And she said there were times when she was obviously uncomfortable, but the people around her acted like they didn't notice. And when she spoke to People magazine, she told them that she wrote the book because she wants other young girls to know that no matter what they've been through or endured, it wasn't their fault. And I hope that Miss Landfair is as ready as she thinks she is, because there are a lot of people who do not play when it comes to R. Kelly. Even in the article, the person who was doing the interview said once they got in their lift, R. Kelly was playing on the radio. And Reshona said that she works at a high school and they play R. Kelly on the loudspeaker every morning. But she said when she hears it, she just go into her little shell until the song goes off. But she did tell the interviewer that Chicago loves R. Kelly, and that love ain't going nowhere anytime soon. So pretty much there's nothing she can do about it. And when you go through something tumultuous, sometimes you can go through whatever steps you need to in order to reach an exhale, but all of that work, for the most part, is done in private. She's about to step into the lion's den. And a lot of folks on the internet, they ain't nice. I've seen everything from the usual, why are you talking now? Didn't you do all this at trial? To, so what happened to the money? It ran out. I seen, girl, we don't want to hear that. Leave that man alone. I thought you were healed. The comments for the most part are mixed, but I feel like once more people get wind of this, it's gonna get worse, because some people were asking why would she want to re-traumatize herself, and what's the real reason she's doing this. Like, that's the comment. You know what, matter of fact, let me go to the comments, and I'm just gonna read a couple of them. Okay, here we go. Keep in mind, she was a minor in those videos, having red fluids on her. A small, underdeveloped, innocent child. Support victims. Tell us about your father working for him after seeing the video. It's so sad to see negative comments towards a person that survived something so traumatic. Support victims. The documentary was one of the hardest times I've ever had to watch as a survivor myself, but I'm here to support every one of us who came back from the hell alive. God bless this woman and the little girl within her who survived. I've been waiting for this. She and her siblings were very talented and had so much potential. After the tape leak and the R. Kelly situation, everything changed for her. I really want to hear her side and what she overcame. Definitely gonna read. So happy for this beautiful angel. She was taken advantage of as a minor by full-grown adult men. Her strength is stunning. You want me to feel bad with sympathy, but you doing a book press run? Scratching my head. I don't know if these people are victims or just trying to chase the bag. It's hard to feel bad for someone doing a press run for their book, LOL. I can't imagine monetizing what happened to me as a child. Hey y'all, remember me? So she spent all the money? I'll read the book. Brave Survivor. Y'all need to do research. Her black father and mother took a months-long vacation, cash, and musical credits on R. Kelly's albums. As soon as her father passed, she testified. Oh boy, the R. Kelly saga continues. Glad she's telling her story. Hopefully she can heal from it. I have a question. Why are people just now coming out since it seems like R. Kelly's name is back in the spotlight? If I recall, I remember her story being told. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is something she should have said over 2 decades ago. We live in a society that people do the most to become relevant at times. Tell your story, seek therapy, and keep moving forward with life. Hope you get your moments. This person said R. Kelly is innocent. This person said, is this Sparkle's niece? Free R. Kelly. Oh, she must be pissed off. Taking ownership when we never knew her is weird. Hey, is this the one who... Basically, they say, is this the one that got the golden showers? They're like, here we go again. She should have stayed in the shadows. She is monetizing her trauma. Now that hush money stops, now you speak out. Taking my name back, but also using his name to make her famous? Just turn the comments off. At this point, y'all just need to turn off the comments. This person said, at this point, a lot of us, we really don't care, ma'am. This person says, tell your story. Tell your truth. This person says, I'm proud of her. Another free Kels. This person says, so proud. Someone says, wow, she's so strong for sharing this. Somebody says, anyone in the comments attacking this girl and defending what's his name needs their hard drives looked at. Somebody said, girl, shut your BA up. So yeah, like I said, the comments for the most part, they're mixed. Heavy on the girl, we don't want to hear that. And I think it says about 800, I think. So the more people find out, like I said, ain't no telling what those comments gonna look like. But y'all get down in these comments and tell me what y'all think about it, and I'll talk to y'all later.